Hey, what's up everybody? This is Augie from AuggieBroTV. I am casting a tutorial video for Rift. I've noticed in earlier tutorial videos, specifically in Rift, that my mouse has been spazzing out, and it will continue to spaz out. It's a problem with the interface, and I have not yet fixed it, but I am working on it. As for this tutorial video, we do have people over right now, so you may hear Total Bro singing, you may hear people yelling in the background, but it'll be a very small amount of singing and yelling in the background. Back to what this tutorial is about. I'm doing a quick tutorial for the 1.7 patch of Rift. What they've done with the character selection screen. This is, in particular, what I'm doing it on is the character selection screen. It's both a promotional video and a quick tutorial for those of you who have wondered what's going on with this patch 1.7 in the character creation screen. What's happened is they've added here the tank and damage to warrior, cleric, healer, tank and damage, mage, damage, healer, support, and rogue, damage, tank, and support. So, especially players who are new to the game, who don't know what each thing is going to be able to allow them to do, they can look at this screen and say, oh, I've played World of Warcraft before, and I really enjoyed playing a tank, but I'm not exactly a plate wearer. I'd rather be a rogue and wear leather, like the druids do. Or I'd rather be a cleric, and I guess there's no tank class in Shamans used to be sort of tanky back in WoW Vanilla, but they can decide what they're going to be before they jump into the class. And so another cool thing they've added is the gear previews. You can look at the warrior and say, oh, that's cool armor, and say you're brand new to the game. And you think, well, I'd like to have good gear someday, and so you look down here, and you can look at what your gear is going to look like at max level. I think this is an awesome addition. It's sort of an incentive for players to get up there and continue to play the game and enjoy it. And so I'm glad they've added this. Tryon Worlds did a great job with this patch. As for the cleric, this is what they look like as you progress. And I'll do this for each of the classes, or each of the callings really quick, just to show you what's going on. As for the mage, mid-level and high level, and lastly the rogue. My personal favorite, these two. But we won't talk about that. As for the warrior, we're going to be looking at each of these. These are the purposes. This is the really big change. In the beginning quest lines, I don't know if the quest lines have actually changed yet. I have not yet created a character. I will leave it in the comments box after I create a character though, and let you guys know what it's like once you get into the world, if any of the quests have changed. But this gives you a preset amount of the 3 souls. So instead of choosing each individual soul, you select one of these roles or one of these purposes, and it selects 3 souls immediately for you. Later on, you can select individual souls and decide what your character is going to be. So you don't have to keep the ones that you're using. And in fact, they've added a 6th role. You used to only be able to purchase up to 5. There's actually a 6th one now. So you can have a whole bunch of different ones. You can have a farming role, a tanking role, all sorts. And so I think that's great. And once again, it only displayed the tank and damage roles here, because that's all you can be as a warrior. As for the cleric, gives you a healing, a tank, and 2 damage ones. And I want to show you guys the damage ones really fast. The Arbiter is our caster, and the Thunderer is our melee. So, gives you an idea of where you're going to be as a cleric. Looking at the mage, we have Gravelord, which is our damage, Sage, healing, Pyromentalist, damage, and War Wizard, also damage. So, one thing you should notice at the screen is the fact that we have the mage as a support. However, you cannot create a support right away. You have to go first with a damage, healer, damage, or damage. So as you progress, you can buy a soul from your class trainer or your calling trainer, and they will give you a support class role. We already looked at cleric. Looking at the rogue last, we have all 3. The huntsman, who is our archer, Shadow Stalker, sort of our rogue, our tank, the planar sentry, and the battle bard, our support role. So I hope this video has been helpful. Wanted to get out there and show everybody about Rift a bit. I don't think it's gotten as much attention as it deserves in the gaming community. I think it's a great game, and I don't want to make this completely a promotional video. I want it to be a tutorial, but if you haven't tried it and you have a bit of time, give Rift a try. It's a fun game. This has been AuggieBroTV. Keep it cool, guys, and we'll catch you guys next time.